This is the second video talking about linking words together and how important that is in understanding natural speech. Now, this second video, I'm going to explain the second method, vowel to vowel linking. Now, this is more difficult to learn as the speaker adds a consonant in the first word at the end, and the sound is w or y. But it's not a full sound. It's not a full w or y. It is about half the sound. Let's hear it again. W, y. Okay, let's look at examples with w first. I will change the end of the sound of the first word to a consonant and then link the word to the next that starts with a vowel. Number one, do I becomes do I. Number two, who are becomes who are. Number three, how often becomes how often. And number four, you ought becomes you ought. Let's now listen to that in a sentence. How often do we have, I'll start again. How often do I have to do it? Here we add three small w, and we also reduce to to t. Let's hear it again. How often do I have to do it? Okay, in the next set of examples, I'm going to add a small y, to use as a link to the next word. Number one, may I becomes may I. Number two, she answers becomes she answers. Number three, high up becomes high up. And number four, we ought becomes we ought. Now let's hear the links in sentences. Person A. Actually, I ought to practice more regularly, I suppose. Here we add y between I and ought, and we add y between regularly and I. Let's now listen to person B. Well, don't worry about it. I often forget myself. Here we add y between worry and about, and we add y between I and often. I'll say them again. Person A. Actually, I ought to practice more regularly, I suppose. Person B. Well, don't worry about it. I often forget myself. So to summarize, with words that end in a vowel followed by a word beginning with a vowel, we often create a link by adding a small w or a small y to the end of the first word, changing it into a consonant so we can link it to the next vowel word. One other point. Words that end in a silent R, as in where, followed by a second word beginning with a vowel, as in. Here, the final R is pronounced so we can link it to the next word. Listen. Wherein becomes wherein. Number two, are in again becomes are in. So that completes the second video on linking. And remember that native speakers use linking when speaking all the time. So as learners, if you can start using it yourself in speaking, it will help a lot, and it will help with your listening, because you will start to hear those links. And so your listening will also improve quickly. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get notifications about these videos. Questions and comments to me by email at asterhugo99@gmail.com. You can contact me at my Facebook page, John Vickery. Also at my Facebook business page, John Vickery at My Passion, English Teaching, Movies and Music. And I have now a new Instagram account. You can contact me there at John Vickery at John Vickery. And finally, you can contact me at my website. The address is http://www.learningenglishspeakingskills.com. Hope this has helped.